Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Stu and this is Access Park for Rollercoaster Tycoon Classic, part 35 of the VJ scenario pack. Located within a city, you are to build a theme park. Marketing campaigns are not allowed and the park rating will be a heavier challenge. Your objective, to achieve a monthly income from ride tickets of at least 11,000. So it mentions rating and it mentions no advertising, but that's fine. The rating doesn't really matter because we're only interested in ride tickets. And on the last scenario, I think we were hitting 25,000 a month in ride ticket sales. So this won't be an issue. There's no time limit. So honestly, it'll take you as long as it takes you. Wow, we've got a huge park to do it on. More than enough space. Let's see what rides we've got. We've got transport rides. We've got some gentle rides. That's fine. Decent selection of coasters to begin with. Decent selection of thrill rides, some water rides. Shops are fine. Okay, do you know what I'm thinking? Since we've got a nice flat area of land, I am thinking let's spam the back wall with flat rides, and then we're going to try and do this with one ride. So yeah, let's crack on. September year one, it's actually right at the end of September. So I've had it running for a few months in order to get the splash boats there running so that there's a nice space in between all the boats. Otherwise, if I just started it up, all the boats would have been bunched into the one station, but we'll look at that in a second. So what I've done is I've just brought the path down to here, then my 4x4 pathing all the way along, and then spammed flat rides. So we've got some thrill rides this side, and we've got a lot of gentle rides this side. So what I've got there is it's just one each of the different golf hole designs. There's 5 different types, so I've got them there. Guests are loving it compared to how bad the excitement is, but that doesn't really matter. None of this matters. We had tons of cash. All that matters really is getting as many guests into the park as possible. And then it's just a waiting game then. So I've decided to do it in October because October's got 31 days. So, and it's the end of the year. So it's a nice way of doing it. And the 31 days does mean we've got a slightly bit longer to do it in. So at the moment, we're making just over 2,000 a month, but that's fine. What we're going to do, before we do that, let me show you the design. So, 4 stations, drop from one station to the next, to the next, to the next. Then you've got the up section, and then you've got a series of dips. So it drops down and it goes back up slightly, but not quite as high. Let me put the height markers on. It's dropping down from 75 and going back up to 65. So kind of like an airtime hill on a boat, if that makes sense. But what it does mean is that, and if you look at this boat here, it's cresting the hill, it's still going 12 miles per hour. So by the time it gets down to the bottom, or look at this one, 18 miles per hour, they're going a lot faster than if I was just to do one continuous drop and then have a long flat section at the end of it. Yeah, so I already tried to see what they'd pay. They're willing to pay £18 a go for this ride. So we're going to crack on now. What I'm going to do is it is 26th of September. So I'm going to close all of the rides. Now I'm going to open this ride up. So all these rides here are now closed. So the guests that are in the queues are going to pile back onto the paths. And the only ride that's open is the splash boats. So if they want to go on something, they've got to go on the splash boats. So let's go. Let's see what happens. And the fact that we've got a few days till the end of the month means it's giving the guests enough time to get back out of the queues onto the main path and back into the new queues and up to the stations, so that we can hopefully, what was it again? 11,000. So we are going to get some sales in September. That's fine. That's fine. Payback did borrow a little bit to fund the splash boards. 29th September. There you go. So you can see that they are paying. '30th September. There you go. Now we're into October. So let's run our fast forward for a second. Pay back that loan. So we can look at the date here. So we're already halfway now, and we're less than a third of the way through the month. So we are going to smash this. So decent stream of guests going to all the queues. This is probably the busiest one. That's fine because there is a long line of boats waiting to come down to this station. I suppose it does. I do find it pretty cool that even though the ride combines everything for all the four stations, it combines everything into one ride, the guests still know which one gives them the most exciting ride. Hence why this one's got the much longer queue, even though there's no boats waiting, or they've got a much longer wait than if they were to join one of these. So 14,000. Bam. How much did we finish on? 15,600. We needed 11,000. We did 15,600 with one ride. Cool. Stew. Boom. Even though we're in the expert modes, that was, I mean, ride ticket sales, it's only ever going to be a matter of time. It doesn't matter how high the ticket sales price is. It's only a matter of time before you're able to do it, unless it's something that's ridiculously huge and you haven't got the land to do it. But yeah, absolutely no problem. We smashed it. So that's going to wrap it up. This was Axis Park. I'm glad it was what it was. Not, it could have been something sinister with a name like that. Part 35 of the VJ Scenario Pack. I've been Stu. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.